Get woo. Okay, we're on day three. Okay, so today, what you're going to do, yesterday you recorded your expenses. Today, you're going to record your cash flow or your income. So when you know where money is coming from and when it's coming, you're able to begin to start manufacturing how you spend your money, but also how you're able to save. Okay. So you got to know what's coming in, and knowing what's coming in and what's going out will allow for you to realize that there's more that you possibly could be doing, right? So that cash flow allows for you to know how much do I really have coming in order to be able to maneuver and do the things that I want to do. Your cash flow also lets you know whether you have enough coming in that will allow for you to be able to do the things you want to do. So if you realize that your income is not a steady income, then you have what is called a variable income, where some months is higher, some months is lower. That would be, for instance, my income, right? Some months is higher, some months is lower. So when you know how you're getting paid, how much you're getting paid, when that's coming in, or if you're in my case, if you don't, if in my case where sometimes it fluctuates, sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's higher, you want to track that, right? So you can go back and look at your past income and expenses, income and cash flow, and then you also want to look at this month's, right? And what you want to see is, when am I getting paid? When are my high seasons? When are my low seasons? Especially if you're variable, right? And you want to see, because especially if you have a variable income where one month is higher, one month is lower, then you know the months where it's higher, you need to be able to save a portion of that for the months that is lower. Or you may want to um, get your bills down for when your lowest amount comes in. My expenses will be around this number. So when I do have high months, I'm able to save that bulk and be able to do the things I need to do. So recording not only just your expenses, but also your cash flow. So for instance, I just received $12 yesterday, and this is from an affiliate link. $12 yesterday, right? This is something that has been happening for a while, but it's not something I can depend on because it's dependent on someone else's behavior, right? So they can cancel it anytime. They can do whatever they want. And then I won't receive that $12 for that client every month. Um, so stuff like that where you can't necessarily be able to track your expenses because your income, because it's dependent on other people. That's where you, my friend, especially if you're a business owner or you work in sales and commission, where your income is based on someone else's, for you really want to concentrate on your your target market's behavior, like when they buy, when they don't buy, what is their psychology during that time of year. And then you want to look at your past and see what was my good months, what were my bad months. And when I say good months, it means you hit your goal or higher. Bad months, you might have been short of your goal of what you want to achieve that month, right? And so as you're looking back, you're going to understand that there is an ebb and a flow to that. Okay. And so you want to begin to track it. So when you know what that is, now for the next month, you're able to kind of set the tone because you know, okay, around January, this is when I have the most business. February kind of fades off. March it start picking back up. April, June, July. Oh, I'm good during the months. August, September, October, it's a little lower. So you're going to see how your income is, and then you want to act accordingly to that. Second thing you want to do today is negotiate your expenses. So yesterday I told you to pull your credit report. Today you want to negotiate your expenses. And what I mean by this alone saved us $200 a month in our household. So what we did was we negotiated our expenses with our current um, with the current individuals that we were signed up with. Okay. So you could be canceling subscriptions that you know you're not using. I've done it before where I'm like, I'm not even using this. I'm just paying for it. Excuse me, right out of my, because I can use that money for something else. I use it for ads, whatever. I digress. But you want to negotiate your expenses. So if you have high debt and you have a lot of things that's in collections, you can call those companies and you can do a pay for deletion. But they're going to want either money up front or you're going to pay for it on a monthly basis until it's paid off. Once it's paid off, debtors are usually, they'll just go ahead and remove it. You want to also negotiate your expenses. You can negotiate your APRs. You can change your bill dates, right? So for me personally, all of my bills are usually the 15th and after. And the reason why I do that is because that first 15 days, I want to collect as much as I can. And then I know that during this first part, that everything else is is good, right? I set that up myself. Why? Because I know how my money ebbs and flows. So for me, I'd rather have my back end top heavy versus my front end. Some of you may say, okay, well, I want to spread it out. I want to have a couple during the first of the month, some in the middle, and maybe just a couple at the towards the end of the month because I know the first is coming up. So you can negotiate and you can ask them, hey, I want to change my due date. This can also help you save money because sometimes when a bill is due, let's say we all know rent and mortgage is due on the first. So sometimes you can say, hey, well, is there any way I can change my date to this, right? Or the fifth, because your check may come on the third. Or, hey, my check come on the fifth. Can I change this date? Let me make this for the sixth or the seventh, because I know my check comes on it. Like you can be able to decide that. So negotiate your expenses because that can help you cut down a lot and save more money up front just from having your bill dates change. As for your collections, you can call, do pay for deletion to get those removed. Also, what you can negotiate is you can negotiate your services. Say, hey, this bill is too high, too high. You know, we've done this over the years a lot of times. Called and said, hey, I need to know if there's any other plans that could work for me besides this one because this is not working. I want to be able to bring this bill down, especially if you like the company. You let them know, hey, I like the company. I don't want to leave, but I do want to make sure that I do want to make sure I have the best offer there is out there. And then they'll allow for you to negotiate. And oftentimes you will save money. For instance, we did that with our internet bill. It went from $80 to now $50, $55, right? Still same speed. Um, and that alone saved us $20. 5, 10, $20 here and there, it adds up. Okay, it adds up. So that's what your homework is today for you to do. Record your cash flow and negotiate your expenses.